Okay, hello, this is Geza Mackentoon. I'm one of the co-editors of the volume Decolonizing Prehistory. And I would like to tell you a little bit about what motivated us for doing this edition. One of the reasons for doing this volume was our perception that non-Western forms of history making have largely been ignored in the historical sciences. What's presumably missing in these non-Western historical archives is historical accuracy. For example, they are regarded as messy and pure. Various essays in this book show that Western historiography is itself arbitrary. Its accounts constantly reformulate the contents of what they call prehistory, events before the introduction of writing. Western scientific knowledge about the distant past, as all knowledge, is under constant revision and in constant flow. And while we know this in theory, the well-known narratives about American prehistory, like Clovis First narrative, for example, continue to thrive in popular accounts, if not worse. There's a remarkable revival of diffusionist narratives, of Ice Age Europeans discovering America, etc., in the popular media. The volume promotes more dialogical and transcultural ways of reconstructing the past scientifically, and it strongly rejects colonialist fake historiography.
Hi, I'm Kristen Mucher. I'm the co-editor. I am calling in from Massachusetts. And we wanted to share that a second motivation for the book was to promote more attention for Indigenous ways of collective remembering, which are not limited to the stories, but also use landscape as an archive. There are various essays in this book dealing with the importance of preserving the natural landscape for this reason. The land itself is a part of the archive that combines story and place. The spatial turn in the humanities has made us sensible to this phenomenon. Sometimes the link between a story and a place can contain information about the age of the story as well, as in the case of the stories that preserve knowledge of the volcanic eruption that caused the formation of Crater Lake in Oregon more than 7,000 years ago. There are ancient Klamath and Modoc stories about this event, and they're probably the oldest human memories of any volcanic eruption on a global scale.
Third, and finally, it seems important to us to question the implicit catastrophism of the historical narratives the West believes in, narratives beginning with prehistory. These are terminal narratives, in our view, of impending catastrophe, whether climate disaster or species extinction or systems breakdown. They tend to train us to expect the end is near, which weakens humans' ability to adapt to decarbonizing our lives, detoxifying our agriculture, and so on. The continuum between prehistory, history, and apocalypse is a narrative in league with an extractive and exploitative attitude towards non-human life. It's a fatalistic narrative that invites us to leave things as they are. Indigenous cultures are less terminal and more adaptable, and they are therefore better suited to furnish us with what's direly needed now, an economy and culture of care and of repair, and with a sense of a livable future. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.